to Minga After Dark. Tonight might be an interesting session. As you know by now, when I do this session, I'm usually smack dead in the middle of a meditation. And I was meditating and was overwhelmed with a great deal of emotion, to the point where I began crying, and the words "save me" came from my mouth. Now, this doesn't resonate with me in particular, so that's why I felt compelled to go ahead and record, just in case this is a message that might be coming through the collective in general, that someone needs to hear. So I'm sorry if I'm speaking a little bit lower than usual. This is pretty much the state that I'm in. I mentioned before that I've have energies that I feel, and I believe that I do channel. I am just not receptive as most channelers. Sometimes I do get a little bit of information that just comes through as an overall message that's on my heart, but not necessarily knowing if it's from a specific entity or anything like that. Just a reminder, I am on my balcony where I meditate at night, so you may hear cars go by and things like that. With that being said, I'm just going to sit here a little bit longer and try to get back in the mode I was in, and maybe a message will come through. The sentence, "it's not enough to do your best sometime." It's just popped in my head, so I'm going to start with that. It's not enough to do your best sometimes. And I feel like in general, someone may be feeling this, like no matter what they do, it's just not good enough. And that is definitely something I can relate to, especially when you're a goal-oriented person and you're doing things, you're putting your 100%, and it doesn't seem like the universe is meeting you halfway. No matter what you do, you can't land the job you want, you can't, save money, you can't make this person happy or that person happy. But what about you? What do you want? And why do we as humans sometimes forget to ask ourselves that question? When did it become so normal to worry about other people and their wants and needs, and how they'll react to you, and if they'll be your friend? Those things are understandable in your high school years, where you just want to fit in, you want to make friends. You're in a state of life where you're learning how to socialize, and that's understandable during that age. But when we get older, Why isn't there a natural severance to that cord in which we say, okay, I've been there, done that, I'm going to move forward, only caring about what makes me happy and what I can do to better my life and maybe others on the way. But that's, there's a stigma with being selfish. It's another one of those things that society put a negative connotation around automatically. And we all have the right to be selfish and tend to our needs and care about ourselves above others, even if it's every now and then. But living in the world that we live in, we're indoctrinated into feeling that we're supposed to cater to everyone else's needs. And it could be a toxic roller coaster to the point where you lose yourself and you don't even know what you want, who you are, and what your desires are. But you know what your neighbor's striving for. Some of us are even better at helping others reach their goals than we are at reaching our own. And that's a gift to be able to help others. But you have to be able to help yourself too. And you have to be able to sit within yourself and figure out what works for you the same way you can for others. So it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to sit back and realize or feel exhausted for doing too much for others. And train yourself to say no sometimes. It is okay. You are not here to be best friends with everyone you meet. You are God having a human experience. And part of the human experience is learning how to be within and take care of yourself, as well as coexist and co-create with others. But it is essential that you know who you are first before you can delve into others' lives. Know who you are. Have your goals set. Be comfortable with yourself. A lot of us aren't doing the work to heal past traumas. Going to therapy isn't a big thing anymore, guys. Talking to people about your problems. Mental health is on a map. Mental health is known. People know about it now. So be proud to be able to book an appointment with someone or just tell a friend, hey, I need to talk. I need to get some shit off my chest, girl. Or man, I need to talk. Men, talk. If you don't want to go to a therapist or you don't have the money to go to a therapist, talk to your friends, family members. All of us should have at least one trusted individual in our life in which we can confide in someone. And if you don't, I am volunteering myself. You can leave a comment. I believe I always usually put my emails in my descriptions and message me, hey Minga, I'm going through some crap right now. And guess what? You got a shoulder to lean on that fast. So for whoever needed to hear this, let today you commit to yourself to, one, begin to say no more and not feel bad about it. Focus on yourself more. Write out at least 1 or 2 goals that you'd like to accomplish or work towards so that you can have something to work towards. When you get rid of bad habits, you need something else to look forward to, right? If you've been putting off learning how to sing or drawing or art or exercising or learning how to do hair, going back to school, anything you've been putting off, dive into that. That's something to be proud of and something to work toward. But make the change today. Make the mind frame change today. Get rid of the guilt, whatever trauma you've experienced. Start to heal from it. Find ways to heal. Find ways to talk about it. Journal. Whatever you need to do so that you can move on with your life. Because enough is enough. Enough is enough. So, with that being said, in the name of love and light, I ask that you touch those that are listening, that this message resonate with. And may they make up in their minds today to make the change, to be selfish, and to focus on them and give back their quality of life as they have others. Give them the strength to heal and give them the strength to get help so that they can heal, and help them to feel loved and wanted and needed again. Give them that boost that they need to get their selves back into a mental frame and a mental state in which they can thrive and be happy. In the name of love and light, amen. Thank you for those who took the time to listen to this message. If this message did resonate with you, please leave me a little message in the comment section. I will be most grateful. Good night, guys.